I'm Mike.
And I'm Adam.
And this is Stuff and Waffle. Two friends talking about stuff, and often as not, waffling with frequent reference to Bond cars.
We're here once again with the most tedious quiz known to man.
But a major difference this week, obviously, because we're full of festive cheer, you see.
Oh, well, we are approaching the good day, aren't we? Yes, we're perilously close to festivities now.
We are. So, we're recording a week from the big day. And the clever among you would realise that that would mean ordinarily we should be recording on the big day itself, but we won't be doing that.
We won't be doing that because it would be a shambles.
It would.
Yes.
Actually, probably reason one should be because we're enjoying a day with our families.
Oh yeah, that's the reason.
You remember.
Yes, sorry.
You remember now. It's all right.
I remember now. Yes, that's right. Yes, but there may be some Christmas cheer involved, which would render an episode gibberish.
Yeah, it might hit the cutting room floor. I mean, some have in that sort of way.
One day we'll do a bloopers episode, but for now, let's not encourage it. So
no.
Yes, so we are very close, but these are not. This is not going to be a festive Two Truths, One Lie, I'm afraid, because I didn't think of it.
That's all right. It's all right. We've.
But they are an eclectic bunch, and they're all short and sharp. And I've been round and round on tonight's three. I could not decide which. I came up with. I got three statements, and I thought, right, which one am I going to cock up? And I couldn't decide. I came up with fake answers or fake details for all of them. But I have finally settled on the one I'm going to break.
So that's interesting. So you broke all three. You didn't write all those down, did you?
What the false answers?
No,
I didn't.
Oh, good. That's okay, because I'd hate for you to have written them all down and we go, oh no, none of these are true.
I wouldn't realise till afterwards. Though
it's one way to break the cycle, I suppose.
Well, it is. Yes, you are guaranteed to be wrong then.
So just on that, so cycle-wise, we're 17-16, is it?
17-16 to you at the moment, I think. You're just 1 point apart. Obviously, you will then gain another point this evening.
Yes.
And so it will go. Yes.
Okay.
Maybe not.
Or maybe not.
Maybe this will break the cycle. We will see.
Well, worth a try. Sod it. Let's have a go, shall we?
Yeah, we'll have a crack, shall we? Yeah. And I've kept these simple, no complicated words, no difficult things to spell. You should be okay.
All right. Let's have a go, shall we?
Yes. See what happens. Do you have note-taking technology?
Yep. During our little preamble there, I opened it because I realised it wasn't. So, yes, I am
very
poised.
Good. Okay, here we go then. Number one. The Lamborghini Diablo used headlights from the Nissan 300 ZX.
Yes, it did. True.
Right. Well, that still doesn't bring you home.
No, it doesn't.
Know the other two. No.
Sorry. What a knob.
You could have waited. You could have just held out a little bit.
I've not got the hang of this internet and drawing out your content, have I?
Oh dear, you're not supposed to just jump in with it, you fool. Right. Scrub that one off then. It's one truth, one lie tonight. You utter tit.
Oh dear, sorry.
Number two. The first widely distributed rear view mirror for cars was sold as the cop spotter.
Okay, hang on. Sorry. So the first widely distributed rear view mirror.
Yep. For cars.
For was that cars or production cars?
Just cars.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. For cars was
sold as the cop spotter.
As the cop spot. Right. Let me read that back to you. The first widely distributed rear view mirror for cars was sold as the cop spotter.
There you go.
Okay. I don't know that one, so
good. No, because obviously you'd have just blurted it out and ruined the whole thing.
I'm so sorry. Yeah, go on. Next one.
Number 3. Wish I'd had a fourth now. Number 3. The luxury car brand with the youngest customer demographic is Ferrari.
Oh God! So that was short and sweet, but my brain is just dog shit.
I'll go again.
Yeah.
The luxury car brand with the youngest customer demographic is Ferrari.
Hang on, I'm typing it. Youngest customer demographic is. You wouldn't think this is that difficult. The luxury.
It's actually, you wouldn't.
No, no. So the luxury car brand with the youngest customer demographic is Ferrari.
There you go.
Right, that's what
you got it.
That's what you said.
That is what I said. Yes.
All right.
So you got 2 to play with there.
Yeah, I do.
Yeah.
I could. I'm so sorry about the Lamborghini one.
Sorry, you still haven't got it. You've got to choose. You've still got to choose.
No, I know. I steamed in there really quickly. I apologise. Although it's worth noting it wasn't the first editions of the Diablo, because they still had pop-up headlights. It's when they ditched the pop-ups and went to pedestrian friendly normal ones. They use Nissan lights. Anyway,
yeah, and apparently there was a little plate that you could take off, and it still had a Nissan.
Oh, it still
says
underneath. Nissan. Yeah. Anyway. So rearview mirrors, cop spotters. That's. I don't know when it would have been. It must have been the early days of motoring-ish, but late enough to have police cars. But yeah, I can genuinely believe that. That's clever marketing for the time, whatever that time may be. I like that. That doesn't mean it's true. I just happen to like that it's called that. Luxury car brand, youngest demographic. Now, I don't know this. I am going to make a sweeping statement. I know it's rare for me to do such a thing. Ordinarily, now this is, I am stereotyping now. When you see a Ferrari, how often do you see a young person getting out of it? It's normally a chap of a certain age, and he's
they are quite pricey.
Yeah, and he normally exits said vehicle in a less than stylish manner.
You mean a bit like us when we get out of a car?
Yeah, but we're not falling out of Ferraris, so it's okay.
We're very definitely
not doing that. Yeah.
No, we're not. It's a Honda and a Jag. It's not the same at all.
No. People still laugh, but it doesn't come with the rude words.
No.
Okay. So is that am I wildly stereotyping, and are there young Ferrari buyers? I mean, of course there will be, but whether that's the entirety of their market, I don't know, or not, or the biggest bit of their market, I'm not sure. Oh dear. Don't know. Difficult, isn't it?
That's the general idea, yes.
Hmm.
I'd like it to be difficult.
Yeah. All right. I suppose it's just punt territory here, isn't it, really?
If you don't know them and you can't figure it out, then yeah, it is.
The only way I can deal with this is by taking my wild assumption, really. That's the only bit of, no, I've almost called it data to work with. It's not data, it's just my head.
It's not data, you've just made it up.
Yeah. I mean, I've seen Ferrari drivers, but that could be purely because I go to places where it's car shows predominantly by chaps of a certain age, so of course they'll spill out of Ferraris.
I would imagine at those sort of events, it's going to be primarily an older group, perhaps. But yeah,
I don't know. I think it's got to be gut feeling. I think we've well established that I'm going to lock in the Lamborghini one as true.
Really?
Yeah.
You kept that quiet.
I know, it's mad, isn't it? Rearview mirror, true. Ferrari, false.
Okay, so we have a true false.
We do.
Situation. Okay. Are you sure about number one? Because you don't want to give that any more thought, or just to
probably all right on that one, I think. Yeah.
You think you got that? Okay. Okay. I mean, I know you were struggling with it up front, so I just wanted to make sure.
I was just agonising over that one. Yeah.
Yeah. I'm just saying that so you can edit something in later if you want to, make it seem a little bit less of a foregone conclusion.
Really gave myself whiplash on that one.
Yeah, you did. It's I did. The less eagle-eared listener might even have missed it. So yeah,
quite, yeah.
Okay, so I'm just delaying out like you do. So okay, true, false. You're locking that bad boy in there.
Oh yeah, that's locked in for the win.
Oh no!
Oh, so sorry. Awful, isn't it?
Don't do that, please.
No,
You'll turn us into something we don't want to be. Okay, well, I should reveal, shouldn't I? Really?
Please do.
That you are absolutely correct.
Oh, very good.
However, you will be surprised. You'd be surprised what the real answer is to number 3.
Oh, what actually the luxury car brand with the youngest demographic? Oh, that's a fun game.
There is one, but it's not Ferrari. So would you like to, now knowing that it's not Ferrari, would you like to hazard a guess as to what it really is?
Okay. So, not Ferrari. It's not going to be Porsche either.
No, Porsche. No. Porsche don't even make the list. Ferrari. Ferrari has lowered the age of their buying demographic over the last decade or so, but they don't have the youngest average customer.
All right. Can I have a? I'm going to have a little punt on McLaren.
Good guess,
Mm.
but no,
Okay.
not McLaren. Not McLaren.
Okay. Do they register
Again,
on
not.
the list?
No, they don't.
Oh, I'm surprised.
No, they don't.
Okay. I know we see quite a lot of young people in Lamborghinis. However, I don't think they're buying them new.
I don't think they're necessarily buying them at all. I think there's a lot of finance and leasing going on there.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah. No, that's a fair comment. So I don't think Lamborghini is the answer, and judging by your response, it isn't.
It is not. No.
Christ, what would it be? I don't think it'll be Aston either, because that's middle-aged men at golf clubs.
But yeah, hate to stereotype, but yes.
I know that again. There I am going wild speculation and generalisation and all that, but it really is the case.
I probably should just clarify as well. This, of course, is sales of brand new cars, not used or anything like that. This is brand new.
Yeah, I'd made that assumption.
Yeah, I didn't actually say, but yeah, just to clarify.
What are we left with?
Well, quite a few.
I know, but none of them leap out as a young person's vehicle.
No. Well, what car does these days?
Valid point.
Because young people are either not buying cars at all,
or just
they're certainly not buying
Teslas
brand new. Yeah, well, okay.
I don't know. Is it? Well, it depends what we say when luxury. Are they buying blinged up Mercs or something like
that? You're getting closer.
Closer. Merc is a. What else we got? I mean, we got the other German brands, but are we tugging at the word luxury very on a tenuous chord? With it being like
no. No, the word luxury is solid.
Solid. So okay, so that's interesting, because I was going to reel off some German brands, but if it's solid luxury, then you can't count BMW. That's a premium vehicle, but it's not a luxury vehicle. Well, unless obviously you got a spec'd up to the 9.7 series or something like that.
Yeah, you can throw a lot of options at them. Yes.
Then it becomes quite luxurious. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah.
Oh dear. But you're saying proper, from what you said there, sort of, I'm thinking opulent now.
Yeah, when you said is the word luxury tenuous, it certainly is not. No.
All right then. Well, if we're going like utter filth in terms of luxury, and Mercedes was heading in the right direction, this doesn't seem like the right answer, but sort of Bentley, Rolls, something like that.
Rolls-Royce.
No.
Yeah.
No. That seems. Is their data all right?
Data is can be hard to come by on this sort of thing, because not all manufacturers share it. But research has shown, based on the best data that can be accumulated, Rolls-Royce do indeed have the youngest average customer demographic of any car manufacturer.
Well, bloody hell.
They have lowered the age of their average buyer, from the age of 60 down to 42.
So you're saying youngest. That actually makes me feel hugely better.
Yeah.
Because
yes.
What I hear there is that you and I are quite young.
Well, for buying Rolls Royces, certainly.
No. We're quite young. That's what I heard.
That's what you're
Yeah.
sticking to that.
That's what
let's
I heard.
go with that because
That's
I
what I'm
don't
taking away
dislike
from
it myself.
Yeah.
Yeah. We're still quite young.
Yeah.
Yeah. Of course, you could argue how many people under the age of 40 are in a position to buy a brand new car these days.
There's some
Others
data that would be interesting.
Yes, others on the list are Mazda, Volkswagen, and Hyundai, who have all lowered the age of their average buyer, but Rolls-Royce apparently, and they put a lot of it down to a lot of the so-called influencers liking the bling, and that's why you were on the right track when you said, "Oh, a blinged up Merc." I thought, yeah, you kind of, yeah.
Yeah, you're in the ballpark there, aren't you?
You're in the ballpark there. That is the sort of, they're looking for ultimate bling, which takes them to Rolls-Royce. And presence, huge size. Of course, a lot of those will be Cullinans, not not Phantoms.
Oh God, I hadn't thought of that.
That's what's doing it. It's Cullinan. It's not Phantom. It's certainly not Ghost or Dawn, or even Spectre. It's Cullinan that's done it for them.
Right, I did a bit sick in my mouth.
Yeah, you'd forgotten about the Cullinan, hadn't you?
I tried to block it out at the best of times. Right.
Yes.
Right. Okay.
Horrible.
Yeah. Make it stop. Oh dear.
And we should just briefly to finish off there. The rear view mirror was indeed marketed as the cop spotter. It was first invented in 1921 by a chap called Elmer Berger, and it was marketed as the cop spotter, so you could see there was a police car behind you and you could stay under the speed limit. So
very good. I like that.
Yeah, that, as you said, as you rightly pointed out, that is a really clever bit of marketing.
Never get away with it now, but then perfect.
Ignore the standard fit now, but then ignore the safety aspects or any of that. They stop you getting a ticket.
Yeah.
Hit people in the wallet, you see, that'll appeal to them. That'll sell them.
It really does.
Yeah.
Yes. That's good. That's good. No, good statements. First one in particular. What a bastard.
However, the cycle continues no matter how hard we try. Yeah. I'm glad I didn't go with my fake answer for the Lambo, though. If you knew it, then that would have been a waste. If that had been the false one,
that would have been it. Game over. Yeah.
Game over. Yes, I'm glad I didn't pick that one. At least made you think about it a little bit.
Yeah, just for a split second. Right. This is good. All right, we'll do the cycle again next week. Perfect.
No doubt.
And we will do that a couple of days early to not conflict with the Christmas Day shenanigans, as we said. Right.
Indeed.
Right.
Now then. Guys, come on, guys. Now.
What we having first, dear?
Well, there's a few items on my list this week. I imagine there is on yours as well. We should probably start with the lots of pictures and stories and things this week coming out of Jaguar.
Yeah. Why not? Let's start there.
Or Lorips, as they may be going to be known as. Which apparently is written on the front of the press cars, but prototypes, but we do now know why. The selected group this week has been, or last week, I guess, has been invited up to Gaydon to have a ride in the current Jaguar EV prototype.
Yeah, but still relatively camoed up.
Relatively camoed up, fewer fake panels, interior all covered in cloth. And they do still have, we now know, another 3 phases of prototype to go. So this is very much not the finished thing, but it's finished enough that they're happy to let people have a whiz round in them, if only from the passenger seat. Get a feel for it, talk to the drivers, talk to some production guys, and talk to the managing director. So a lot more information coming out than we've had of late, and a much more sensible approach to marketing, I would say.
Yeah.
Other than whatever the hell it was they were trying to do earlier in the year.
Yeah, not too sure what that was, but there we go.
No, I don't think anyone is. But yeah, so we now know 1,000 horsepower. We now know for certain that it will be a 4-door saloon. No pricing or anything like that. Yeah, other than starting from 100 grand.
Yeah. Which, I mean, it's strong money, isn't it?
Well, it is, isn't it? Isn't it? I mean, yes, it's a lot of money. But look at what cars cost these days. I mean, you pay 40 grand for a Golf. You know, it's things are more. They're more than we think they should be. I'm not convinced that actually 100 grand is as extreme.
No, I'll concede to that.
As we first might have thought.
But we've said this before, it's being pitched into a market that is not a prosperous one. And that's a bloody worry.
It is a worry. They're not going for big volume with this. From what I've heard and read, the managing director basically said that this is not intended. This isn't another X-Type. This isn't intended to be a mass market car. It is more exclusive, and it is for the discerning customer who has the wherewithal to have it.
I see.
So interesting.
So just to clarify, it's for the discerning customer that they've specifically said originally that they're not targeting.
Yeah,
that one.
That one. The one that they've now quite royally cheesed off with their marketing campaign.
Okay.
So, yeah. So we're still not expecting to see it until at least second half of next year. First customer deliveries in early 27. So we're still a way off. They did say they've got another 3 phases of prototype to go. But the people who've been in it, including Mr. Richard Porter, and chap from Pistonheads has also had a look in it. It's very positive. They say it rides really well. It's very quiet. Impressive acceleration, as you would expect from. I mean, EVs are fast, but it's been quite positive. The MD sounds like he wouldn't really be drawn on the whys and wherefores of the marketing campaign, but basically said, well, nobody was buying the cars we were making, so we had to make a change. And interestingly, when it was put to him that he, is this the last ditch attempt for Jaguar? he said, well, there've obviously been quite a few staff changes, and he didn't comment on the designer having just departed. But he said at no point, no conversation at any level has anyone ever said, if this doesn't work, Jaguar's gone. He said that's just not the case. That's just not the thinking. And that everybody involved in this project absolutely believes that they're developing the next generation of Jaguar, and that they're doing the right thing for the brand.
Okay.
I mean, I suppose if you're working on it, you kind of have to believe that. Otherwise, it would be a very depressing experience.
Yeah, it's quite.
Yeah, everybody who's seen it seems really impressed by it. They were showing people, although they weren't allowed to photograph it, they were apparently showing people the studio model, the clay model of the finished car, of the final design.
Okay.
So those people have seen it. It's quite nice that they still make a clay model. I didn't think they did things like that anymore, but I quite like that.
No, I suppose you just assume it's all 3D modelling these days, but no, that's
well, you would. You
nice.
just see it on screen, but it's nice that they still build a physical clay model. Get all the surfacing, as car designers call it.
Oh, quite. Yes, lovely.
Yes, but yeah, and it's kind of it's a little bit puzzling that they've done this when they're still so sort of early in the process. I mean, well, sort of mid-process, I guess. But maybe they feel they need to be doing something. And it's also interesting that this has come immediately after the departure of the design guy, and also Jeremy Govan, and also immediately after that slight shift in the marketing, with suddenly starting to talk about Jaguar's heritage again.
Oh yes, yeah, we touched on that, didn't we?
Yeah, mentioning E-Type, mentioning XJS, when previously they were very much they deleted all the historic stuff from their social media and didn't seem to want to reference the past at all. That seems to have changed, which bringing the heritage back into it can only help it.
Yes,
I think.
Yeah. No, I agree entirely. It clearly showed that first attempt at marketing didn't work, so they go, right, hang on, let's borrow what we've got.
Yeah, let's not throw away this rich history of beloved vehicles that we have, let's try and lean on that. Maybe throw a little quote from Sir William Lyons in there, and let's not throw away this rich history that we've got.
Yes, that is
correct. I hope that's a positive change. But yeah, the sort of general feeling I'm getting from the people who've seen it seems to be, don't worry, it's going to be all right. This thing could be okay.
That's good though.
Yeah, I think so. I'm quite encouraged by it. Which is how Richard Porter seemed to feel about it. He said he came away feeling almost a sense of relief that, actually, they do know what they're doing, and this might be all right. We may be okay here.
That's good. I'm glad that's what the takeaway is from it. Yeah, it's really encouraging. No, I like that.
And I'm glad that they've done it. That they've invited some people in to look at it, and that the management involved in it, all the way up to the MD, have been very open and spoken to everybody and allowed it to be recorded. Richard Porter's interview with him is at the end of this week's episode of Smith and Sniff, and it's really interesting. He doesn't say a huge amount, and he sort of sidesteps the question about, do you have any regrets about your recent marketing campaign? But it's there's obviously a lot of people that really feel passionately that this is the next evolution for Jaguar.
Yes. No, that's good. That's really good. I'm encouraged.
Yeah, I
I'm
am.
eager to see
I
it.
am. I'm really eager to see it. I don't think we will for a while yet.
No, I was just going to say, I think we're a little while off yet.
We are, but the cars that they were running around in at Gaydon had a lot less nonsense glued to them. They're still in full camo, but they were told that there's less fake paneling on it. This is more the real stuff. And apparently the test driver said it's a constant battle between engineering and marketing, because marketing want it as disguised as possible, and engineering don't want all this crap on it because it gets in the way of the testing. There's loads of noise that it generates, and it's unnecessary drag on it, and it's really difficult to get decent data from it
it's
when it's got
ruining
all
your
this
results. Yeah,
all this nonsense glued all over it.
Yeah, no, I can see that. Yeah, an engineer is going to be livid about the state of this thing.
Yeah, they don't. And Rich Porter commented actually, when you get up close to them, they're actually really tatty. They're actually quite rough. But then they are mid-development prototypes. These cars will all be destroyed when they're finished, and there's another 3 prototypes still to come. So, but they did say we're about 80% now of what the final car will be.
Okay.
So,
yeah, that's pretty good.
Yeah. So I'm encouraged that they've done this, that there seems to be a slight shift in thinking. Maybe they've moved on the elements of the team that were perhaps pushing in a different direction. I don't know.
It has that feel, doesn't it?
It does have that feel that they've actually looked at it and said, we've got to make some changes here. This isn't quite going in the right direction.
This has all gone to shit, chaps. Yes.
Yes. And the fact that they've invited sort of key members of the press, if you like, up to Gaydon for a day of whizzing around the test track and talking to people in the latest cars, I think is really good that they've done that. I'm very encouraged by it, and it shows a level of engagement that we've not had for a while.
Yeah.
So
yeah, we like that.
So yeah, good news, I think. And apparently Lorips on the front, because people have been speculating about what Lorips means. It's just an abbreviation of the lorem ipsum that's used in publishing and web design and things like that.
Didn't we say that way back at the beginning of the year?
I think you suggested that may have been what they were doing. Yeah, that Lorips. Apparently, they need some lettering on there because of the sensors that are on the front of the car. They're designed to work behind some lettering, so to properly, because obviously it will say Jaguar, not a growler. They're not having a growler. No growler at the front anymore. It will actually say Jaguar, but to properly test the sensor array that's going to be on the front, it needs to be behind some lettering. But they didn't actually want to say Jaguar, so they just said, well, Lorips.
Yep.
So,
okay, I feel smug about that. That's good.
Yeah, you called that. You called that early. Yes.
All over it. Very good. That is interesting, and it's very encouraging. That's nice. Like a bit of that.
I'm really encouraged by it. I doubt I'll be having one because a bit out of my price range.
Yeah, it's not for us. Not for us at all, I'm afraid.
Not for us, no. But I look forward to seeing the final thing when it's eventually unveiled. I think that's could be really exciting, and it has renewed my my interest in the brand a bit more.
Yeah. No, this is good.
Yeah.
Well, that's good. That's very encouraging. Before we bring things to a close, do you want to regale us with some stuff from today that restores our faith in humanity a little bit?
forgotten all about that for a minute. Yes,
Mm.
we should.
Yeah, because we've got car news, but that doesn't go anywhere. But this is nice. Annoying, but
Well,
nice.
it is actually, yeah, annoying but nice. It had a good ending, yeah, indeed. Obviously, you and I were happily ensconced in our office today, so, my good lady was out in the MX-5, and had a bit of an incident, shall we say? Now, the clutch pedal on the MX-5s has been squeaking for a little while, and I've been lubing it up, as it were.
Lovely.
And lovely, and that seems to have been fine. But she went off today to do some shopping, and on the way into town, it was clutch pedal was catching a little bit. She said. So, a little bit concerned, but thought, well, maybe it just needs a bit more lubrication. Anyway, got to the shop and did the shopping and filled the boot with a festive cheer, and was going to come home and tested it a bit while still in the parking space, and it seemed to be going up and down all right, and was able to engage gears and things. So, okay, seems all right. So on the way out of this particular supermarket, Morrison's, for anyone who's interested, and you'll know the branch that I'm talking about. The reason I mention it is because you'll know.
I do know. Yeah.
You'll know the landscape. It has traffic lights on the way out.
It does.
Yes, and the one in the direction that she was going turned red. So she stopped, popped it out of gear, waited for the light to turn green, foot down, into gear, pedal wouldn't come back up.
Perfect.
Perfect. Stamped away at it for a little bit, wasn't budging. Absolutely solid to the floor. Couldn't pop it back up, and there's not a lot of room in the cockpit to mess around with it anyway. And so there she was at a green traffic light with a car that wouldn't go into gear. Well, it would go into gear, but it
Couldn't
wouldn't
engage drive.
Wouldn't engage drive once in the gear. And of course, if you try and force it back up with it in that state, it would just lurch forward and stall if you could get the pedal back up. So, which she couldn't. So took it out of gear, handbrake up, hazard lights on, got out of the car, was trying to physically pull the pedal back up, but it wasn't budging. Queue building up behind her, of course, which is always a lovely situation to be in. Everybody just watching, obviously. Nobody. Yes, obviously. But pulled alongside her to turn the other direction was a chap in a BT OpenReach van, and she sort of made eye contact with him, and he sort of signalled and said, "I'll help." But he obviously had to park his van, so they weren't blocking both lanes. So he went and parked his OpenReach van, came running back. Meanwhile, a big articulated lorry had pulled up into the queue as well. Nobody in any of the cars bothered to help, but the chap from the Arctic got out as well and came over and said, what's the trouble? What can we do? Probably because he's on the clock.
Yeah.
So
it's in his interest.
So much driving time.
Yeah.
Yes. He doesn't want to spend it sitting in a car park.
No.
So anyway, the OpenReach guy managed to get the pedal back up, so that it would at least engage first gear. And Dawn was a little bit shaken, by all this, understandably. And the OpenReach guy said, do you mind if I drive it or get it out of the way? I've got it in gear. And she said, yeah, fine, take it. He said, I'm insured, don't worry, but, insurance will be fine. So he drove it, got it out of the way, and turning right out of there, a little bit down the road, there is a used car dealership. He managed to pull it in there, and said, right, well, you're off the road. I got to get going, but best of luck. Everybody went on their way. But the car was at that point, sort of functioning. It had been into first gear and came out of gear okay, and pedals seemed to be moving. But as soon as she tried to move the car, it just went to the floor again and was stuck. So she went into the used car dealership, which isn't a mechanics. They're purely just a sales. The sales, purely just used car. However, two guys in there. One was a salesman. One was the chap who seemed to be doing sort of valeting and sort of basic bits and bobs on cars. They Bridge Motor Company in Bideford, give them a shout out, because they both came out and tried to help. The car was still on the road at this point, although parked to one side, not blocking anything. And they said, let's try and get it into our forecourt here, so we've got a bit more room. And the two guys pushed it into their forecourt and spent a while looking at it. And the older chap who'd been doing the valeting and things, he got down in the footwell of it, and he determined that it looked like the upper part of the pedal mechanism is quite corroded, quite rusted, and it's all catching on the rust that's in there.
Right.
So he sprayed a load of WD-40 in there, sort of wiped off as much of the corrosion and stuff as he could, and then they pumped the pedal quite a lot, put it in gear, took it out of gear, put it in gear, took it out of gear, spent a while. They then sort of drove it back and forwards a few times, changing first into reverse, back into first, just to make sure that it seemed better. Obviously, Dawn was going a few miles home, but not going on the motorway or anything like that. So they just wanted to make sure that it was working to a point, serviceable to a point. And of course, that makes some sense, because one of the things I fixed on the car when I got it were a number of leaks, including a leak through the scuttle panel under the windscreen, which of course would go right down into where that mechanism would be. Now that leak's been fixed for a long time. I replaced some Paris rubber seals and put a load of sealant and things in there, so that I think the leak is long gone. But of course, we don't know how long it had been leaking before we bought the car. So it may have been a long-standing problem. The third generation MX-5, it's quite a common fault for them to leak through the scuttle panel. There's some really weak rubber seals in there that after a few years just fall to bits and let the water through. So it's quite a common thing. In fact, the kit that I bought to fix it was from Mazda. So
right, there you go then.
Kind of admits it's a problem. So it's genuine parts to replace the factory ones. So it's going to need some attending to. That wasn't possible this afternoon, but we're going to get it booked in and get that sorted. She got home fine.
Good.
although tried to minimize gear changes as much as possible, although that's quite a difficult thing to do. I mean, if you need to change gear, you need to change gear.
Yeah, yeah. It's not really optional.
Not really optional, but cursing everybody who slowed down or turned off in front of her. But got home and all is well. But going to need some further attention. If nobody had helped her, and again, I'm sure they're not listening, but the two guys who helped her, top blokes, and the two guys in Bridge Motor Company in Bideford who also helped her, and she is going to leave them a Google review, try and help their SEO a bit there.
Yeah. Christ, yeah. No, fair play to those chaps. Well done.
Yeah, no, they absolutely. They went out of their way to help her, and got her home, really. So, a bit of an unexpected problem, but hopefully will be easily fixed. It doesn't sound like the clutch itself. I think it is purely the pedal mechanism.
It certainly sounds
but,
like it. Well, bloody annoying and pisses off your day no end. But like we said, it does restore a bit of faith there, doesn't it? That people are still willing to lend a hand.
It does. There are a lot of people who just sat in their cars and looked on, but as I say, the two guys who were working as such, chap in his Arctic and the chap in the OpenReach van, got right on with it. So
yeah.
Fair play to them. Her next option was going to be you and me. We're going to be leaving our office and heading down into town.
Well, yeah. I mean, of course we would. It's like you can't leave Dawn in a jam like that. No, that's not. If the general population was being that useless, we'd have leapt on that. No problem. But fortunately, there's some nice chaps kicking about and got that sorted.
Yeah. We were okay. So yes, very grateful to them, and all's well that ends well. I'll report back when the garage has had a proper look at it.
Yes, okay, that's good. We said last week actually that we'd sort of end a bit positive, and that's like, look at that, we got good Jag news. Not everyone's a bastard. That's encouraging, isn't it?
As it turns out. Yes, that's right.
No, that's good. That's good. All right. Well, I know we got something resembling festive cheer, if you sort of tenuous a little bit there with that last little bit. But next week, when we record, we should be brimming with it.
Well, some would say we often are brimming with it. Yeah.
It's just what it is. That's the problem.
Yeah, that is the mystery. Yeah.
Okay. All right. Well, next week we will be brimmed with festive cheer because we'll have 2 days to go to the big day. We'll all be excited for Santa. Yes, lovely.
There you go.
Yeah.
And of course that will be the case for everybody listening to this. So thank you for another year of listening to this nonsense.
Right.
And you have yourselves a very Merry Christmas.
Yes, have some wonderful festive merriment.
And if you get bored, loads of episodes in our back catalogue now.
Oh, God, it's over 250. Good God.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
How have we managed that?
No one knows. No.
No one knows.
Don't question it. Don't start that now. If you do that, we're buggered. No. Yeah. Enjoy your festiveness. Eat too much. Drink too much. All of that. And yes, we'll see you on the other side.
Catch you on the flip side, as they say.
Oh my goodness.
Well, I think that's probably enough of that for this week. Check us out on all the various social medias and things. Thank you very much for listening.